Hi, Karen Banks from Prime Local News. Kids of the Illawarra with disabilities has for many years been a source of financial assistance for families who need help to purchase essential equipment for children with severe disabilities.
Items like seating in wheelchairs so the child can breathe properly, feeding pumps and equipment so the child can be fed. Other types of equipment is about quality of life, items so that they can move around their home and community, travel in a car, attend school, most of the basic things that a lot of us don't think about very often.
Things which can turn young lives around, like the life of tiny 3.5-year-old Mecenzi Howard, who just 12 months ago was immobile and couldn't even talk.
It's changed all our lives, it's changed her lives, but now she's just like a normal 3-year-old. She does her own thing and she's very independent and talking and doing things that we never thought she'd ever do, so that's great.
The last allocation of equipment and funds to kids in need was in March of this year, but the money has now dried up and no further allocations can be made to families who desperately need it.
So much technology out there, but it's a lot of money and a lot of people can't afford it. And I mean, you just got to change your whole life once you have a child with a disability, and a bit of help and support goes a long way.
Funds were initially donated by individuals and groups in the community to support kids with disabilities living at Baringa Hospital and in homes around the local area. In fact, in the last 5 years, Kids has helped over 50 families with the high costs of this essential equipment.
One family were allocated money for what's called a Mulholland walker through Kids, which cost $2,600, and that was for quality of life. They didn't really expect him to walk, but within 6 months he was actually up and walking on his own and didn't actually require it anymore.
Kids is a last resort for families in gaining financial assistance for life-saving or life-changing equipment, and on a regular basis.
So even if a family finds the money to pay the $10,000 for a wheelchair, they may need to find that again within as little as the 2-year period because their child has grown. So few families would be able to consistently meet these types of costs on an ongoing basis.
Kids has no money left. Many kids now wait and hope for the equipment they can't live without. Many kids now wait and hope that tonight is a success. You can help these kids by digging deep right now.
I think it is fairly amazing to say that you've actually been able to contribute to a child now being able to walk instead of being totally dependent and always in a wheelchair. I mean, that's a pretty, life-changing event for most people and for most families. So I think those sorts of opportunities, if you know that you've contributed in some way to that, it's very positive for anybody.
And remember, you can make a donation right now by placing money in the heart-shaped jar in the centre of your table.